Welcome to the X7 Update Show. I'm your host, Lucid Mist, and today we have our first guest, Anthony Taylor. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. Just woke up, heard some news and stuff, but I'm doing great.
It's good to have you, man. It's good to have you. Recently, you had the Ryan Taylor fight. How do you feel about the fight? How did it go? We all seen it. How do you feel about the decision?
Um, I wasn't really. I kind of knew it was going to happen. Either I was going to lose, or they was going to make it a draw. Um, I wasn't worried too much about it. We were in 16-ounce gloves. You can't expect to knock somebody out between 14 and 16-ounce gloves. He was a lot tougher than I expected. Hell, Mike Tyson didn't knock out everybody. You can't just think you're going to knock out every single body just because he hasn't fought.
Hmm.
You know, if we're in 10-ounce gloves, different story. Totally different. We're having a whole entirely different discussion if we're in 10-ounce gloves. But, I don't let it get to me. Ryan Taylor's actually a really good dude. I don't let it bother me. I think it bothers a lot of other people than
Hmm.
it do with me. So I can care less. But I had a good time in Dubai. I got to fight. This is what I like to do. I like to fight, and I'm getting better. I'm improving.
That's great, man. It was good to see. Um, Regarding Ryan Taylor, you guys both fought on the Short Star card as well in the UK. Very
Right,
short
right.
notice for you. You were meant to fight. Was it Ashley Kane? Am I right in saying? Was that
Um,
a fight that was meant to happen?
um, when I fought, Ashley Kane, I was offered to fight Ashley, but the whole Ashley Kane thing, I think he wanted to fight. Fighting me was a tough challenge. Anybody who's going to fight me in that situation is tough
Hmm.
because not saying you're a tough like strong guy, but you don't want to be fighting a new opponent on a 1 week notice. It's like saying it's like saying Conor McGregor is supposed to fight Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson injured, but Khabib is offering to fight you on a 1 week
Yeah.
notice. She's like, bro, I didn't train for you. I trained for Tony Ferguson.
Hmm.
So, it's similar like that. I don't know Ashley Kane. I've heard and seen his story, but you know, that fight didn't happen. Me and him talked. We understood the situation, last minute stuff, and I was okay with it. Showstar treated me good. You know, I didn't like the outcome. I felt like I won the fight, but look, we weren't there to really fight. We were just there to put on the show.
Hmm.
You know, I came in on a 1 day notice on that fight, so it is what it is.
Fair play, man. I respect it. As well, regarding that daily effect, Mr. Daly here was obviously training Deji and Kenny. And I seen the other day something on Instagram. You guys had a little back and forth. What's that about, man? Are we ever going to see a fight
I
there?
mean, Daddy thinks he's a big tough guy because he trains Deji.
Right.
I mean, you're not that tough, bro. You don't even have a great record, neither as a boxer. I'm a proven boxer. If you want to fight, we can fight. But I don't really see what can happen. A lot of these casuals going to say, well, Deji can smoke you, KSI can smoke you, Daly can smoke you. Yeah, go ahead and put on those. Hold on, let me close these. I'm like this, bro. Go ahead and put on these 10-ounce gloves and let's see what's really happening. Everybody want to make fun of me.
Yeah.
They want to say, "Oh, you're a bum. You lose to certain people." I'm like, yeah, bro, you guys realize I'm fighting in 16-ounce gloves, exhibition. These are not pro matches. Now, if this is a pro match, let's see what you're really about. Because then I'm coming to rip your head off. I wasn't coming in to rip Ryan Taylor head off. I was just coming there to give just a fight. I'm not coming there with bad intentions. Now, if it's pro 10-ounce gloves, I'm coming there with bad intentions. I'm coming in trying to kill you.
That's great, man. That's great to hear. So if you were to fight Daly, a potential matchup in the future,
I'm knocking him out. I'm knocking him out.
what round?
I'm gonna kill that man.
What round?
Second, third round, wherever you want to go. 6 rounds, let's go 6 rounds. I'm coming to kill him.
Okay, okay.
Hands down,
I
I'm
hear
coming
it.
to kill him in that ring. Not outside, just in that ring. I'm coming to kill him.
Fair play. I
That's and
respect
that's
it.
for and that's for every future opponent in there who wants to step in the ring professionally with me, influencers or pro. I'm coming to kill you in that ring.
That's great to hear. Obviously, we're talking about boxing right now, but I know you got a bit of
Yes.
history in MMA. Are we ever going to see an MMA fight? Would we see one regarding the YouTube boxing scene as well? I know people like Overflow, Face Sensei as well. Would we ever see
You
something
know,
about
who
them
knows?
in the octagon?
Maybe. So far I've been offered to do a lot of boxing, and boxing's been paying a lot more than the MMA. But people are anticipating the tongue twister. They are waiting for my return back to the cage. They want to see how fair I do. And to all the fans out there, just because I'm not in the ring, I mean in the cage, I'm still in MMA training every single day. I haven't missed MMA training. I'm still training with AJ McKee, getting him ready for his fight with Spike Carlisle.
That's great to hear, man. That's good to hear. As well, regarding the whole boxing thing, you fought Tommy Fury, man. How was that experience fighting on Jake Paul's undercard as well? I know you guys have sparred together. How was that experience fighting Tommy, and obviously also fighting on the undercard?
Well, the main experience was having the chance to fight on pay per view, Showtime, on Jake's Paul card in front of millions of followers and viewers. That was the main experience. As far as Tommy Fury, it was just another fight for me. And I'm not discrediting Tommy as a fighter and his win over me. I'm not, and that's why I don't want to give off the message to any of the fans out there who are followers to you, Lucid, and who are followers to me and Tommy and the Fury family. I'm not discrediting nothing that he's done. He beat me fair and square, and I respect that man to man. But the experience of fighting Tommy, it's just a fight. It's not like I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather. He's human just like me. The experience was fun. I got to see new things. I got to fight somebody from across the pond. You say, it was a wonderful experience in many ways because I gained new fans, I gained new followers, I met new people, gained new friends. So it was a great experience just for me personally.
That's great to hear, man. It was a great fight. So fair play to yourself. Regarding Jake Paul, obviously you guys have sparred before. When have you guys sparred as of recently, or I know you guys sparred in the past? When was the last time you guys sparred?
Oh man, last time we sparred was last year. Jake's been doing Jake. Jake is going to hit me up if he needs me for sparring. Meaning, if his opponent is similar to my style, then ideally is great. It would have been smart for me to be in Jake's camp sparring him when he was getting ready for Tommy Fury. It's just I'm not the same height.
Yeah,
I don't have the same reach and length like Tommy Fury. So would it be an idea reason for me to come? Even if he was getting ready for Hasim. Hasim is a heavyweight, bigger dude, longer guy. What's the benefit of him sparring me now? Depends on who Jake is fighting next. If he feels that I can contribute into the sparring right there, then different story. You know, Other than that, me and Jake, we keep in touch a lot. You know, um, we talk here and there on social media, but Jake is gonna do Jake. He's his own man, and when I do get the sparring session again, I'll let you guys know.
that's great. That's great. Obviously, Jake has made some pretty big claims as well about wanting to become light heavyweight champion. Um, aside from that, what is your how much potential do you see in Jake as a boxer, and what do you think of his journey so far?
I think anybody can become a lightweight champion if you invest in the time and effort into it. Lucid, you can become a champion if you put in the hours and the
Hmm.
time and the effort. I'm not taking nothing from Jake because if Jake puts his mind to it and he follows through his heart and he manifests it and he trains hard, he can potentially become a world champion. And that goes for me. If I work hard, I can potentially become a world champion. I'm not saying I'd be undisputed, but I could potentially win a belt or something if I put in the time and effort. But Jake has potential. He works hard, he trains hard, and he trains smart, and he's fighting. A lot of these boxers, you don't really see a lot of boxers calling Jake out. When I say calling Jake out, I mean not challenging for a fight because every boxer is trying to for the payday, but calling him out as saying he's a fraud, he's a fake fighter. Jake has only had 5 fights as a pro. I mean, Canelo had like 20 something fights in Mexico before he even really fought anybody good.
Hmm.
And no one's criticizing that, but that's the sport of boxing. They tend to criticize you when you're 39-0 and you lose one fight. They say, "Oh, you're a washed-up fighter. It's time to retire." Like, bro, chill. I lost one freaking fight.
Yeah.
Chill. But Jake, can Jake be a champion? Yes. Does he have a heart of a champion? In time will tell.
Great answer.
But from what I see, he's he sure is looking towards getting that chance to becoming a champion.
That's great. That's great. We like to do a little segment here on the X7 Update Show where we get your predictions on fantasy fights and upcoming fights in the YouTube boxing world. We're gonna kick it off with a banger: KSI versus Jake Paul.
Jake Paul dominates KSI.
What round?
I say he knocks him out in the second round.
Great, great. As well, obviously we've got the Misfits card coming up. We got a few fights off there. Your good friend Dean the Great versus Evil Hero. How do you see that fight going?
Man, not to discredit Evil Hero. He's cool as hell. I know him, but Dean can actually fight. I'm gonna have Dean by decision, split.
Okay. We've also got Deji versus Fuzi. What are you saying for that?
Fuzi, first round knockout. Fuzi.
First round. Okay.
First round.
Slim versus Temper.
Temper by decision.
Okay. And obviously the main matchup of the night: KSI versus Swarms.
You know what? I'm gonna give Slim the nod over Temper.
Okay. And the main matchup of the night: KSI versus Swarms.
Come on, man. I don't know. I mean, KSI.
Okay.
Swarm's never fought in his life before, so and street fight doesn't count, bro. Because you're not allowed to hold.
Yeah. Okay.
But KSI.
Obviously, as well, we've got KSI apparently fighting two opponents. I mean, it was announced. There's rumours that it's getting cancelled now. How would you feel at stepping in for that fight?
Oh, man, I would have loved to step in for that last-minute fight, but I think him fighting me is a bigger risk because I am more experienced. I did go 4 rounds with Tommy Fury, and I am a difficult opponent when taken seriously to fight. Very difficult opponent.
So, off the back of that, if you were to fight two YouTube boxing opponents within one night, back to back, who you choosing, and how do them fights go?
KSI and Deji, domination. All, knocking out Deji, probably going to TKO KSI.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Both the brothers in one night. So that's good as well. We've also got a little question. If you could give us your top 5 YouTube boxing opponents that you would like to face, like a hit list. If you could pick any, can we get that from you?
Deji number 1. No, KSI number 1. Deji number 2. Let's see. Dean the Great number 3. Number 4. Slim. Number 5. Adam Salah.
Good hit list, man. Good hit list. And to wrap up this whole interview, could we get your message to KSI? Considering obviously he may have a space for a second opponent on the night. What's your message to him?
Hey, KSI, look, man, I'm here. If you need me, if you want to talk, I'm here. My door is open to talk. We can even tango at the end of the year if that's up for you, bro. But let's make it happen.
Good to have you, man. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking the interview as well. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for watching. We have some other big interviews in the pipeline. Be sure to go and follow Anthony Taylor on socials. It'd be appreciated. Also, subscribe and follow us if you'd like to see these big interviews that we've got coming up. But yeah, thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you, Anthony, man.
You.
Have a great night,
Yes,
bro.
sir.